Dear students, this is Afsana Awal. Today I will take your English second paper class, and students, today's topic is tense. Today's our first class of English second paper. So let's start our class. Today we will discuss tense. At first we have to know what is tense. Tense is actually the time of accomplishing any action or any work of a verb is called tense. The time of accomplishing any action of a verb is called tense. So tense is the time of accomplishing any action of a verb is called tense. Now, how many types of tense? At first, tense is divided into three types: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Present tense, past tense, and future tense. So at first we have to divide tense into three types: present tense, past tense, and future tense. So now, what is present tense? Present tense actually describes an action in the present time. Present tense describes or denotes an action in the present time that happened in the present time. And past tense, what is past tense? Past tense denotes or describes an action that happened in the past time. This is past tense, and past tense describes an action happened in the past time. And this is future tense. What is future tense? Future tense actually denotes an action that will happen in the future time. That will happen in the future time. So present time, the action in the present time. In present tense we find the action in the present time, and in the past tense we find action in the past time. That means that's already finished, that's already done. And in the future tense we find an action will happen in the future time. So this is future tense. Three types of future time. Three types of tense: present tense, past tense, and future tense. And students, every tense, that means this present tense has four types, past tense has also four types, and future tense also has four types. So at first, and these are indefinite, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. So at first, this present tense, the first one, the present tense is divided into four types, and this is present indefinite tense. Number two, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. These four types. Now past tense also has four types. Number one, past indefinite tense. Number two, past continuous tense. Number three, past perfect tense. And the last one is past perfect continuous tense. Similarly, future tense also has four types. Number one is future indefinite tense. Number two, future continuous tense. Number three, future perfect tense. And the last one is future perfect continuous tense. Today we will discuss the present tense, that means four types of present tense, and past indefinite tense and past continuous tense. And in the next class, inshallah, we will discuss the other types. Sorry. So now from present tense, the first one is present indefinite tense. This is simple present tense, also present or present indefinite tense. That means present indefinite tense is also called simple present tense. So what does it mean? What is present indefinite tense or what is simple present tense? Actually, simple present tense or present indefinite tense describes an action in the present time and universal truth and habitual action. Actually, this present indefinite tense, it describes or denotes an action in the present time and also the universal truth and the habitual action, that means habitual fact. Now the structure, that means how can we recognize that it is a present indefinite tense? So for recognizing this, we have to follow the structure, and the structure is subject plus present form or base form of main verb. Present form or base form of the main verb plus extension. Extension here means the other words. So the structure, I am repeating, subject plus present form or base form of main verb plus extension. Now example. He reads a book. Just look here, subject, that means he is subject here. Present form or base form of verb, main verb, reads. As he is a third person singular number and this is a present indefinite tense, that's why we have to add here s. He reads a book. He reads a book. This is extension. So here subject plus present form of main verb plus extension. He reads a book. Similarly, here I go to school. Here I is subject, go is the present form of the main verb, and to school is here extension. They are honest. This is also an example of present indefinite tense. So I am repeating the structure, that subject plus present form or base form of main verb plus extension. This is present indefinite tense that denotes or describes an action in the present time and universal truth and habitual action. Now go to the next one. This is present continuous tense. So from this name we can realize that here some action or some work is going on, as this is continuous. Present continuous tense. Present continuous tense describes an action which is going on at present. Present continuous tense describes an action which is going on at present. That means it is continuing. The work or the action is continuing. It's going on at present. This is present continuous tense. Now the structure. Subject plus am or is or are plus main verb plus ing plus extension. Subject plus am or is or are. Students, we have to use am or is or are according to the subject, according to the number and person of the subject. With I, we have to use am because am is used only with I, and is used for third person singular number, and for the other items, that means for the plural number and second person, we have to use are. So am or is or are, they are used according to the number and person of the subject. So subject plus am or is or are plus main verb plus ing plus extension. This is the structure of present continuous tense. Now it's time for example. I am eating rice. Just follow the structure, follow this sentence, and subject, this is subject I, and with am is are, we have to use here am. I am, here verb is it, main verb is it, eat, eat, and we have to use here ing according to the structure. I am eating, then extension here rice. I am eating rice. She is subject is. She is reading. This is main verb plus ing plus extension. She is reading a book. They are playing football. They are playing football. So these are examples of present continuous tense. Now go to the next one. This is present perfect tense. What is present perfect tense? Present perfect tense describes an action which has just finished but the result of which still continues. That means the work has been finished but the work is finished but the result still continues. This is present perfect tense. Now the structure: subject plus have or has plus past participle of main verb plus extension. I am repeating: subject plus have or has plus past participle of main verb plus extension. And what are the examples? I have done the work. Here just look, students, subject, according to the structure, the subject I is subject here, and with I we have to use have. I have. Now the past participle of main verb. So do is the main verb here and the past participle form of do is done. I have done the work. This is extension. I have done the work. I have done the work. Now he has finished the exam. He has finished the exam. So here subject is he. According to the structure, that means have or has. He has finished. Finish is the main verb and we have to use there the past participle form of main verb. So he has finished the exam. They have left the place. They have left the place. So present perfect tense, that means present perfect tense describes an action which has just finished but the result of which still continues. Now the next one, present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense describes or expresses an action that has been going on for some time and is not finished yet. Okay, that means an action that has been going on for some time and is not finished yet. Now structure: subject plus have been or has been plus main verb plus ing plus extension plus since or for plus time. I am repeating the structure of present perfect continuous tense. At first we have to know that what is present continuous tense. Present continuous tense describes or expresses an action that has been going on for some time. That has been going on for some time and it is not finished yet. Now the structure is subject plus have been or has been. Here also we have to use have been or has been according to the number and person of the subject. Plus main verb plus ing plus extension plus since or for plus time. Now example: the man has been working since morning. The man has been working since morning. Ria has been reading the book for an hour. Ria has been reading the book for an hour. We have been living in this house for 10 years. We have been living in this house for 10 years. These are the examples of present perfect continuous tense. Now we will start past tense, and we will learn today only past indefinite tense and past continuous tense, the structures and examples and what are they. At first, simple past tense or past indefinite tense. Past indefinite tense is called simple past tense. So what does it mean? Past indefinite tense denotes an action that took place in the past and the result of which is no longer present. It denotes an action that took place in the past and the result of which is no longer present. Now what is the structure of this? Subject plus past form of main verb plus extension. Subject plus past form of main verb plus extension. And examples are, I went to school, he had a pen. Just look here, I is the subject, and according to the structure, subject plus past form of main verb. So go is the main verb, and here as this is past indefinite tense, so so here we have to use the past form of the main verb. So go, here we have to use went. I went to school. This is extension. I went to school. He had a pen. His subject is he, and the past form of have is had. So he had a pen. Here subject plus past form of the main verb plus extension. Now past continuous tense. What does it mean? Past continuous tense, it's almost like the present continuous tense, but the main difference is that this is past tense and that is present continuous tense. So past continuous tense describes or denotes that an action was going in the past. The action was going on in the past. The action was going in the past. So this is past continuous tense. Structure: subject plus was or were plus main verb plus ing plus extension. Subject and was or were. Here also we have to use was or were according to the number and person of the subject. For the singular number we have to use was, and for the plural number and the second person we have to use were. So subject plus was or were plus main verb plus ing plus extension. Example: I was not reading. I was not reading. You can here avoid not. You can write also I was reading. That's also correct. This is also correct. And they were playing in the field. Just look at subject plus was or were and ing or with verb, with the main verb, and then extension. Okay, girls. So today we have learned the types of tense. That means what is tense, types of tense, and from present tense we have learned present indefinite tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense, and from past tense we have learned simple past tense or the past indefinite tense and past continuous tense, and we have also learned the structures of this. Now your HW. What is your HW? This is your first HW. HW number 1 is identify tense of the following sentences and write their names. Just look, there are 5 sentences here, and you have to at first identify the tense of these sentences. That I am leaving for Dhaka, Samad writes a letter, Rohan has been playing since 4 o'clock, Mita was talking about this book, they have finished the work. These 5 sentences, and you have to identify the tense and write the name of the sentence. At first, students, when we will do this HW, at first write the sentence, and under this sentence you have to write the the type of tense. And number 2, and also here you have to write here the types of sentence of number 2. Like similarly you have to write 3, 4 and 5. That means you have to identify the tense and write their names also. Okay, this is your HW. Students, that's all for today. See you in the next class, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.